Hi, welcome everybody to our Wednesday night free necklace call. My name's Carolyn. I love doing these events. I am a sales vice president with Park Lane. I've only been with them 3 years, and it has been the most magical 3 years. I have loved every minute of it. So for those of you that I've not met before, I've actually been in direct sales for we're coming up on 21 years. I started with another jewelry company back in my early 20s when my oldest son was an infant. And my sister told me about the other jewelry company. And this is what I told her. I told her it was a scam. I didn't wear jewelry. I didn't go to parties and I didn't know anybody. Click. And tell me if you've ever been that unsupportive family member, because that was me. And then a year later, she was still selling jewelry, making good money. And I was a stay-at-home mom. She did that while being a full-time school teacher. I was a stay-at-home mom making zero all the time. So I decided to give it a try, and it turned out to be a really good source of income for me and my family for about 18 years. And then that company closed in the middle of COVID. And I thought, well, I guess that's it. And I had actually taken a full-time job in the last couple of years just because my kids were older. Nobody noticed if I was home during the day or not. And I kind of had a panic attack because my full-time accounting job was like my side hustle. I wanted to sell jewelry and be my own boss for forever. So I thought maybe I'll go into real estate, but some of my friends came over here to Park Lane, and a friend who retired told me about it. She said, Carolyn, I'm not going to do it because I don't need any more money. Wouldn't it be nice to say that? I mean, and maybe some of you on here can say that, but she said, Carolyn, I'm not going to join because I don't need any more money. I'm retiring. But you should really talk to the people at Park Lane because they honor your experience. They'll bring you in as a leader and you'll make more commission. And I was like, okay, I'll look into it. And I was not going to do it. But after I looked into it, I couldn't unhear what I heard. So whether you're here tonight just to get in the drawing for the free necklace, that's okay. If you're here because you're actually looking at this as a business opportunity, that's great. If you're just here because your friend invited you, that's totally fine. We're happy you're here. I believe that knowledge is power, and I'm all about educating and empowering people to make something better for yourself. So I'm going to run through. I can usually do this in 20 minutes. So are you ready? Park Lane, they are an amazing company. Were founded in 1955, so they are 68 years old. They are not some fly-by-night company. They are not a startup, which a lot of people make a big deal out of these ground floor opportunities, and then those companies go under within the first 2 to 5 years. Park Lane is tried and true. They have amazing ratings. The family that started it is the Levine family. Arthur and Shirley started it back in the 50s. In the early 2000s, 3 of their sons purchased it from them. And now at the home office, their children work at the home office. They pack jewelry. They go live on Facebook. One of the daughters designs a lot of our jewelry. So it is a third generation, family owned and operated company that is debt-free, cash rich, and it's so good to be part of a company like that. And from the very beginning, they vowed to only keep 2% of the profit for themselves, and the rest they pour back into the programs, which is why everything I heard on that first call that I was like, whatever, like that's too good to be true. It's not. It's really how it is here at Park Lane. So when I get to the programs and you're thinking, how can they do that? Just remember that most owners of a company take somewhere between 18 and 30% of the profit, and Park Lane owners only keep 2% of the profit. So that's a little bit about the people. They also hang out with us when we go on trips. I've sat around the pool and eaten dinner with the CEO and his brothers from our company because they're just normal people, which is really nice. The product, I mean, hello, it's jewelry. If women like it and it's priced right, we will buy it. I have seen a lot of friends, and I have a lot of women. We have a lot of women here on our team that have sold other things first. And what I have learned, or what they have told me about, is the nice thing about jewelry is you're not dealing with brand loyalty. You don't have to convince someone to stop using this product and start using your product. You don't have to convince them to stop taking this supplement and start taking this supplement. If they just bought a bunch of jewelry at the mall, they will still buy our jewelry. They can mix and match it with everything else. And with Park Lane's jewelry, it's all very high quality. It's all lead-free, nickel-free, cadmium-free, hypoallergenic. Our posts are surgical steel. So we almost never have anyone have issues with our jewelry. I even have a lot of ladies who have joined our team just because they were so happy to find a jewelry that they could wear because they're allergic to so many other things. We like to call it a full service jewelry line because we have dainty delicates, we have career wear, we have, big flashy earrings. We have a ton of designer inspirations. This bracelet here, this is Rika. I want to say it's Lagos inspired, which is like normally thousands of dollars. Ours retails for 44. So women love to have that high-end look without the big price tag. And we have things in all price points. We have jewelry as low as $22 and as high as $200, but nobody ever has to pay those big ticket prices because we always have a sale where they can get their more expensive items for half price or $30, which I'll explain when we get to the programs. But all of our jewelry is also guaranteed. So you can really sell it with confidence to even your friends and family, knowing that if it breaks for any reason in the first 4 months, it is no questions asked. Park Lane will replace that piece of jewelry for free. We just mail it in, they send a brand new piece, even if your dog ate it. It's happened to me twice. After that 4 months, as long as it's still in the collection, they will replace it for $10 plus shipping. If it's been over a year and it's no longer in the collection, then it is no longer guaranteed. But if it is still in the line, they'll still replace it. Or if it's been less than a year and it's no longer in the line, for that $10 plus shipping, they will let them pick out something new. So I always like to tell people your jewelry is guaranteed for at least a year, sometimes longer, depending on if it's still in the collection. So the only downside to our guarantee is it kind of spoils us because you can't go to very many stores and say, hey, I've had this for 3 months and my dog just chewed it up. And they're going to go, you have a dumb dog. They're not going to do anything for you. So I love our guarantee. The final thing I really want to talk about is our programs. I'm always in a hurry to get to this part because this is my favorite part about Park Lane. And they do an amazing job of spoiling, taking care of, however you want to look at 3 very specific types of people. And that's your customers, your hostesses, and you as a stylist. And the great thing about when you join Park Lane, we call this our trifecta. You can actually take advantage of all 3 things. So this is the part where you really want to listen up. Number 1, our customers. So I don't know if you guys are on a phone or if you can put a 1 in the chat, but put a 1 in the chat if you have ever shopped our customer sale. So with Park Lane, our customers only pay full price for their 2 least expensive items, and then they can get 4 more expensive items at half price. This is our everyday 2 and 4 sale. It's a big deal. I didn't believe it at first, and I messaged my friend Jennifer. I was like, so the half price items are the more expensive items? She was like, yes. And of that, say they pick out 2 $20, $30 items at full price, and then they get 4 $80 items for $40 a piece. All of that adds together for your total, and you make commission off of the full and the half price jewelry, which was huge for me. In my previous company, if I gave away half price jewelry, that meant I made nothing. But here, it's still a fully commissionable item for you. On top of that, we always have a weekly customer special. We can bank on the fact, I'm going to go with like the guaranteed, if they spend $90, they can usually go back and pick out a $200 item for $30. So if you ever have someone shopping your website and they see an impression bracelet like this is our jet black impression bracelet. It retails for $188. Very rarely have I had someone actually go and pay $188 for this bracelet. I usually tell people I would never let you pay that. I probably wouldn't even let you buy this for half price because I can get it for you for $30. But Park Lane is so good at keeping their eye on the market and the trends and the seasons that when a normal company would like dip, they do an extra good special so we don't dip. So like right now, this week before Christmas, when people can't even get their jewelry in time for Christmas anymore because it's now the 20th, they are offering our customers, when they spend $60 on their full and half price items, they can get a $200 item for 30 and a $100 item for free. I had like a $2,000 or $3,000 party. I would have to go look, submitted from my VIP group on Facebook because of all of my customers that are shopping all of these amazing deals that Park Lane has been dropping, because they know the closer you get to Christmas, it gets a little tougher for a week or two. So they give us sales that are so good. Smart shoppers like me, we are all over it. And on top of that, they do these things called style drops. So I'm wearing a bracelet right now. This was our baby signature unicorn, but they just dropped one called the baby signature fizz and a matching necklace and earrings. Style drops are deeply discounted items that your customers can get when they spend $40. So the necklace and earring set that matches the bracelet that looks like this is only $20 with a $40 purchase. I don't talk about this at my parties because I don't want to confuse anybody. But in my style community or my VIP group, whatever you want to call it, I share about style drops freely, and it keeps your regular customers coming back because everybody wants that limited edition item, that special color that's only going to last for a few days or a couple weeks. And it helps you get repeat business. I've never had repeat business like I have had here at Park Lane. In my former company, somebody would buy because they were at a party to help their hostess. In Park Lane, I meet them at a party, they shop, they get their jewelry, they love it so much. They join my style community on Facebook, my VIP group, and then they see all the sales and the special things that Park Lane drops. I don't have to be creative. I don't have to come up with sales because Park Lane does that for me. So I love, love, love that. We also have a subscription box. It's called a Sparkle Box. They can get one piece a month for $24 or two pieces a month for $39. And each piece is valued around $80. Now, these are non-commissionable items because they're so deeply discounted. But when you have somebody that subscribes to Sparkle Box with you, they are probably going to be ordering all the coordinating pieces that go with that Sparkle Box. You can do a fashion video showing those items. It's like free advertising for you. That kind of helps you locate who your jewelry groupies are. And I will confess, I am a Sparkle Box subscriber. I am a jewelry groupie. But it's so much fun, and they're just so good with their marketing. So that's all the things they do for our customers. Plus, and they've recently started doing these crazy deal of the day things every week or two on a random day. They'll say, any orders today can get this exclusive item for $7. It's crazy. But I think that's one of the things that has helped me have so many orders recently when they drop those deal of the day items. But then let's talk about your hostesses. What naturally happens when somebody comes, what do women love? A good sale, right? And then what do? We tell our friends. So when they decide to host a show, it could be on Facebook, it could be on Zoom, it could be in person. When I joined Park Lane, everything was virtual because it was right in the middle of COVID. So we have learned systems to teach you how to do successful Facebook parties. Or if you just want to go do in-home parties or restaurant parties, we're good at that too, because the leadership on this team, we all came from home show parties before we learned how to do virtual parties. But a hostess, when she books a party, she gets a $200 item for $30, just as a thank you. She gets 4 half-price items. Then she gets free credit based off of how many orders she gets. So orders 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, she gets $20 per order. No matter, even if her friend only spends $20. But once she hits that 10th order, Park Lane doubles them all to $40 per order. So we are very good at coaching our hostesses to get to 10 orders, because at 10 orders, she gets at least $400 free. And I feel like an infomercial here because I'm always like, but wait, there's more. So they also have, we always have 2 Fast 50s available to us. And these are just $50 bonuses. We can award our hostess. We pay $10 a piece for them. So I like to use them to incentivize my hostess to have a successful party. So I know Deanna's here. She's an upcoming hostess in January. I'll tell Deanna if she has 10 people at her party, I'll give her an extra $50 free. I would gladly pay $10 for that. I might tell her if she gets 3 future bookings from her party, she'll get an extra $50 free. I would gladly pay $10 for that. But the nice thing about these bonuses is they're not like locked in stone for a specific thing that the company chose. You get to choose what those bonuses are for, and if you even want to use them. You don't even have to use them if you don't want to. So I love that. And then when somebody books from your hostess's party, At that future show, Park Lane is going to give her an extra $200 item for $30 at that show. So that gets your hostess saying, hey, you should have a party. You should have a party. I'll come. I'll order, because she wants to get another $200 item for $30. So we've talked about our customers, which is where you get your initial business. Your hostess is how you find new business, because she introduces you to her friends. And being part of a company with a party plan, with a good party plan, is so valuable. Let's talk about what they do for you as a stylist. So when you become a stylist with Park Lane, you have access to the most amazing fundraiser program. They let us do fundraisers for any nonprofit, and they will donate 50% back to that nonprofit. Now, when we do a fundraiser, there's no buy two, get four at half price. There's no hostess perks, because they're cutting a check to that company, but that's still okay. I've done them for my son's swim team, my kid's school. I've helped another high school raise money for prom 2 years in a row, a dog rescue. It's just a great way to meet new people and to give back to your community. We also have not one, but 2 luxury travel trips you can earn every year. Since I've been with the company, I have been to Key West, Aruba, Cabo, Hawaii. We're going to Paris in the spring, Ireland in the fall, and in about 3 weeks, they're going to announce where the next trip contest is to. So should you decide to join right now, it is the perfect time, because our next trip contest is about to start, and anyone at any level can earn these trips. You don't have to be some top dog leader. I will start at 0, just like everybody else. So I love our travel trips. We also have what's called Rich Rewards Club, which helps you earn free jewelry. A lot of the jewelry that I have behind me on my shelves, I've earned for free through our Rich Rewards program. You can earn over $1,100 in free jewelry a month on top of your commission. We also have a Mercedes car program. So if you've ever wanted to drive a Mercedes, me and a number of the girls on this team have earned the Mercedes, and you can either take that, they'll pay up to $700 a month for your white Mercedes lease, or if you don't want a Mercedes, I did not. I pull a fishing boat with my minivan. So I took the cash out option, and they just give me a $500 bonus every month. And I use that to pay for health insurance, because I walked away after about 3 months in Park Lane. I quit my full-time job, which had free healthcare. And now I use that money to pay for my health insurance. So let's talk about how you make money. That's what everybody always wants to know. In Park Lane, everyone earns at least 30% commission, and you can work your way up to earning 50% commission. And what I love is, as you promote through our compensation plan, you never go backwards. Let's say you join, you sign up one person, you get your first 5% pay raise. That makes you a branch director. If that person got out, you would never lose your title. You would never lose your commission level. You don't have to requalify every month. It's really quite amazing. And if you have leadership experience in another direct selling space like I did, you can interview for a direct appoint position and possibly come in. I came in as a senior division leader, already earning 45% commission. And then back in May, I promoted to a sales vice president. And even with the 45% commission, there was an option to earn 50%. And most months I get the 50%. So it's pretty nice. And if you choose to build a team, you get paid infinitely deep on your team. We have no breakaways. So if somebody even promotes up to your level or past you, you're able to still earn income off of them and their whole team for forever, as long as you stay active. So I love that about our program. And we have tons of other things. We earn, every time we turn around, we're earning free jewelry. But let's talk about what it takes to get started, because you might be sitting there thinking, this all sounds great, but what's the catch? What's the price tag? It is so small. So my former company, I just want to preface it with this. My former company cost me about $1,200 to get started in, and I was in my early 20s and I was broke. Park Lane, our most expensive startup, is $439. And should you choose that one, you get to pick out $2,000 worth of jewelry, and you get to pick it. It's not like some random hodgepodge of jewelry you get. You get to choose it. You have your website for an entire year with no quotas. They cover all of your credit card processing. When your hostess buys half price items, you make commission off of those too. It's so good. So no matter which kit you choose, you get all of those perks. The only difference is how much free jewelry you choose. So if you're like, Carolyn, it's Christmas time, I don't have $439. You could do That's called our boss kit. You could do the business kit, which is $229. And with that, you get to pick out $1,000 worth of jewelry. Or if you're still like, nope, still not going to do that. Or maybe you've been hosting shows with your stylist for a while and you have a ton of jewelry. You could do our basic kit and it's only $99. And you get to pick out $500 worth of jewelry. And on top of that, for the month of December, you'd have to sign up by next Wednesday. They are giving you, no matter which kit you choose, they're giving you an extra $100 gift card. You could use that to get three $25 items. You could get two $50 items. You could get $100 item, whatever you want to get, but it's an extra $100 gift card. So even if you do the $99 kit, you're going to get $600 worth of jewelry. $229 kit, you're going to get $1,100 worth of jewelry. The $439 kit, you're going to get $2,100 worth of jewelry. And should you decide to join now, you would get to write off all of your expenses in 2023 on your taxes. And if you've purchased any jewelry this year, those would now become samples. You could write off those too. There's just a lot of really great perks. And while we're on this nice little Christmas break, you could be watching videos. We have an amazing onboarding system where we show you how to build carts. We show you how to open orders. We teach you how to have a successful Facebook show or in-person show. Whatever you want to know, we have made videos for that. And it's not company put out videos. They do have good company videos too, but our team Sparkle has put out videos and we do a lot of screen sharing and we help you with all the little details. So what should you do right now? I am going to put in the chat our little Google Doc survey. So just to prove that you were here tonight, you're going to want to click that and fill that out. We always have a secret word. So for the secret word, you can just type 100 for 100 because you can get an extra $100 free right now. And that's just so we know you were actually here. Because there are people out there that would try to fill out the survey every week and not actually be here. So that's why we do that. But a couple other questions I usually get is about graphics and training. So we have a graphic designer on staff that makes all of our pictures for us. The company puts out a lot of pictures. We're allowed to use any of the images from the website. You're allowed to make your own images. They don't care if you use the Park Lane logo. We have a lot of freedom here that I did not have in my former company. And we also have a lot of stuff made for us that I did not have in my former company. Our team, every season, we pay to have a Facebook script written for us with all the graphics, and you will have access to all of that and all the training. So it's really amazing. Plus, should you decide to do this, whoever invited you, she and her leader would do a launch party for you where you earn all the money, you get all the free jewelry, and all of your friends that are like, yes, I want to get free jewelry too, you would get those bookings. So you're able to double dip in the hostess perks, the stylist perks. You could shop as a customer on that show. I mean, it's so much fun the way you're able to utilize all of the different programs that Park Lane has to offer. So I want to look, if this is something you decide you want to do, I would just message your stylist and say, okay, send me the sign-up instructions, because you can really sign up in like 5 minutes and you have a whole week to choose your kit. So you don't have to pick out your jewelry tonight. You could join tonight and then tomorrow you could spend time going through the catalog and deciding what you want to get, or Thursday, or I guess tomorrow is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whenever you want to. And then we could launch you in early January and it'd be so much fun. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. If you're watching the replay, make sure you fill out that Google Doc survey by midnight tomorrow, but I want to give everybody who's here live a chance to ask questions. So let me stop this recording real quick. I said the keyword was 100. I think I covered everything. Okay.